Here we go then, the race that could determine the Calm F1 Championship's second season. Ella's disqualification in qualifying means that Gemel and Roberts, who both start at the front of the grid, can hope that she suffers some sort of issue in the middle of the pack and drops the points that would secure her the title. Joey, who arrived late, will be starting at the back of the grid with his teammate Brissinger in third. Moggsy's in fourth, while the Haas cars start in a McLaren sandwich. And now at the Bahrain Grand Prix, it's lights out and away we go! Bit of a lock up there from Pi as Polar slips side to side. The McLarens both have a great start. Adams has found space out on the right while Duke makes a great getaway down the centre. Heading into turn 1, it looks like Gemel has just got his nose ahead of Roberts. They're going wheel to wheel around the corner and there's contact between the McLarens. Brissinger finds himself forced off the track. He's going to have to slow down to re-enter safely, but that's going to cost him some time. What a devastating start for the race for him. Third, back down to last. Duke really piling the pressure onto Roberts here, trying to go into turn 3 alongside him, but Roberts is just able to keep himself ahead going into the S. Duke settling back in behind him, but he and Adams are both in the hunt here. Meanwhile, Ella has already managed to pick up 2 places by overtaking the Williams cars as Duke makes a lunge pass Roberts into the corner. Roberts has to stay out wide as the move sticks, and now we do have a race on our hands. Adams is trying to keep Roberts on the slower inside line, which could help Duke. But both McLarens have skid along the curbs. Roberts has gone sailing through and it looks like there was contact between the McLaren cars. Now, let's just have a little look at that McLaren turn 1 incident. Yeah, Duke stays in to avoid Brissinger. Adams retains his speed and it's just a little tap. Luckily, no damage. Now, throughout that, Ella has been slowly making her way back through the pack. Let's see how she's been managing it. She's staying right on Polar's tail here as he follows Duke and Adams along the curb. It's nice and easily dispatched there. It's the mark of champions, isn't it? You don't necessarily have to be better than everyone else, just make fewer mistakes. We're on board with Ella again as she just avoids Pi as he spins out. And again, Ella charging down the pit straight. The slipstream from Lang ahead of her is helping to make light work of that one as she makes her way cleanly past and up into 4th. And is that... Oh yeah, that's Duke. I suppose he must have taken on some damage from that little clash that he had with Adams earlier. Oh, that's going to hurt him. That's going to hurt him big time. But what's going on there? Oh, it looks like there's been some confusion in the garage. They've changed his tyres, but it doesn't look like they've changed his front wing at all. If that's why he's gone in and it's damaged, then it's very strange that they haven't changed that. We've had confirmation from the garage then there was a miscommunication. Duke is coming back in now to get his front wing changed. That's going to cost him a lot of time and potentially ruin his race. Just a quick look here as Joey looked at having a move on Pi, but thinks better of it and tucks back in. And unfortunately for Duke, it looks like he got caught speeding under the virtual safety car, which means that he is having to do a drive-through penalty now. His race is almost definitely over. In fact, it looks like he actually got caught twice speeding under the VSC, which means that he's having to do now his second drive-through penalty. But this one looks like it could be a little more interesting, as it looks like he'll come out in front of the leading pack of Gemel, Roberts and Ella. She's done fantastically to get back to where she is, hasn't she? And it looks like now we're settling into a bit of a rhythm, a bit of a gap, 1.5 seconds between Gemel and Roberts, and then Roberts and Ella as well. Meanwhile, Joey here, finally able to make his move into turn 1 on Pi. He makes the lunge and he manages to make it stick. Joey now ahead, Pi having to make a decision about how he's going to best take that position back. You can see the DRS flaps open for Joe as he makes his way down the straight to turn 4, but it doesn't matter. Pi gets a much better exit and then neck and neck going into the corner. Joe gets the stronger inside line. They're wheel to wheel and there's contact! Joe's rear tyre makes contact with Pi's front and Pi's once again sideways on the track. Joe coming away completely unscathed. Bit of a rear-ended view here. Ella has the pace to get past Roberts. Can he defend it? No! On the straight, Ella with the ERS, DRS and slipstream is able to easily slip through on the inside and up into second. Going once more in turn 1. Has Ella got the pace to take the lead of the race? No, she's very close though. She's hunting like a shark here. It's incredible to watch. It really is only a matter of time, isn't it? Red light flashing on Gemel's car. He's out of ERS and Ella knows it. She's lining up the move on the pit straight now and there we go. Into the lead, having started from the back. Now, Adams has been gaining quietly on Pi, but oh, his pursuit is made much easier. Pi doing a neat little pirouette out of the corner. Duke now onto his 5th trip into the pit lane and picking up a lovely new set of hard tyres. So Duke has been going slowly for most of this last lap. Has he got engine problems, or what's happening here then? Okay, so it looks like he's going to try and give Adams a tow in DRS into the pit straight. I suppose they're going to try and gain him some speed up towards Roberts. Let's see how this goes. Adams' red light flashing, he's out of battery, but we can see his DRS flap opening with the slipstream. That should give him ample speed out of here. He just needs to pass Duke. No! Oh no, there's been a miscommunication of some sort. Neither seems to know which way to go, and Adams has nearly rammed his way right through his McLaren teammate. One lap later, it looks like they're going to go for it again, and this time Duke dutifully moves out of the way for his teammate. Adams goes sailing through. That's going to have gained him a couple of seconds, but not anything more than the ones that he lost before. It looks like Duke, who switched over onto some fresh soft tyres for the final couple of laps, going for a fastest lap attempt. Let's have a look at this. He's lined up Pi to give him a tow and DRS down the straight. He moves to pass, but Pi moves too. Duke has to bail out of the move, and that is his attempt ruined. And Ella rounds the final corner to seal her first Calm F1 League championship. It's been a hell of a season. She's won almost every race, and we've still got several left to go. So we will see you next week, where we will see how the rest of the championship unfolds. Let's have a quick look at how that affects the standings. Ella obviously now the champion. A DNS for Dynamite means that Gemel has had ample opportunity to leapfrog him in the standings. Lang dropped points due to family arriving, while Adams really made the best of his situation to take a good haul of points that sees him jump ahead of both rival Polar and teammate Juki. Brissinger has gained a nice number of points, while Pi has dragged himself into 10th with a solid number of points of his own. Both Echo and Snips were unfortunately DNS for today, but this has meant that Joe has been able to almost halve the gap between himself and Snips, putting him in a good position going into the latter stages of the season. Now for the Constructors' standings, where there's been no movement this week unfortunately, but we have seen a number of the gaps getting larger. The only exception to this is Williams, who have managed to close the gap onto Mercedes by almost half, meaning that they are in a good position to try and catch them next week. That's all for this week. You can catch us next week in Canada. We will be streaming it live on twitch.tv/Juki+, or you can come back here and find the race highlights sometime during the week. Thanks for watching, everyone.